Over here! Go for all yours, Torgal! Attack! Stay down! Time for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. This one. And then there was one. Too slow. wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal? Faster! Over here! Come on. No need to ride from here. Get him! Good girl. Yeah! Over here! Get him! There you go!
Don't do nothing stupid.
All yours, Torgal. Straight home now. They don't look happy. Go, Torgal! Peace at last. I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from...
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
When it comes to boyish charm, Gooks has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
Think Mid might need some help, Tony.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal. And this is...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva, but the stack's a bit more involved, so thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind. I'll come and see my dad, though. Good old Clive. First things first, the stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
Blackthorn.
Hell with it.
It's for me.
This is my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then.
She said you would know. Here.
teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after this? Which one of these two?
Gav,
All right, then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? I'll go and scout the place out.
all right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep...
Better late. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's up. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over, but if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get back.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough. Here. Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking. And they're still... Those shoulders of yours hardly ever see around the hideaway now. You can take it.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time.
Only because you keep sending me there.
I know I can...
Likewise. So you keep... And I'll keep... safe in the knowledge that thanks to you. Right. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn.
You go on ahead.
Oh, after Blackthorn get...
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
All right, Clive. I gave all that stardust to Blackthorn, just like I promised.
I got everything Blackthorn asked for.
Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust.
We should go out. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todo, but...
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plate. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did? Only went and bloody bit me.
Could be nasty. You should ask Tired to have a look.
Editors started
I
reading
have
books
done
that don't
it,
have any
Sid.
pictures in.
I have learned all the letters. Every one.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, sit.
Yeah.
I'll show. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and so our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of... And, not only that, they're also waterproof. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the...
You can stop there. Mid said where would I find...
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head there.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
If you're ready, we leave at once. Over here!
Oh, there you are. The, ruins are just...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Too slow. Attack! Go for him! This one. Sick! Get him!
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have it.
Indeed. Well, don't let us.
All right. Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much.
This won't be easy. No need to ride from here. Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Let's try.
This one. Over here. Get him. This one. Over here!
I can't go on. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There's no turning back.
This one.
There's a good boy. Kill! Farewell. Back to sleep with you.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goose has...
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still be, which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath that's blazed. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship, I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of obscure, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been her usual self lately. I never see her with a smile.
Hippocrates.
For you,
Well, actually, it's for Mid. Could you take a look at it?
Shielding. What are these notes?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship, as you can imagine. She's struggling to find...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle.
So if we could...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it, I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients. The knowledge of the past may...
Thank you, Hopper. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Justinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clyde, who will accompany...
All right, so...
I have taken the liberty...
Garlic. Are you sure this looks like the ingredients?
Though these items may seem mundane, they have so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost now, of course. They can be obtained with ease.
Well, I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon.
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Now, where's Talia?
There's two.
And what can I do for you? I do like a customer who knows what he wants. Do you see anything you like? And a fine, fine day to you.
Them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I...
Let's see now. Why don't you meet me by the gate when you...
What do you want? Go on. Take it. Good riddance.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here. Ah, yes. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well?
I did.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're... Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together. In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
How's work on the shielding?
Well, very well indeed. And I was just explaining to Talia, now that we have all the...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
What about the shielding? Its
work is underway.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. better go and give Mid the good news then.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome, Clive.
Back, are you? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but you'll be pleased to know that work...
You found something...
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of it. He's supervising the construction.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out to the black...
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished. It's final.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clyde. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and...
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of sun... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat. I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive.
I'm working, and I'll do everything I can.
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, sod our plan.
Are you sure?
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I...
All right. I'll let...
Aye.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship.
All right, Clive. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses.
Not quite. She said there was one...
She said that?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday, or she'll probably be halfway to Canva?
Man.
I think Mid might need some help, Tony.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon...
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all, which is why I've been looking for something to fit.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like.
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university. You pour the blackest blight water. So, I did a bit of... And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king.
I take it that...
I saw a billet on the hunt. Would have gone myself, but, well...
All right.
Thank you kindly.
Is that the thing Toes helped?
Obeleth.
Yep. You in a hurry and all, are you? I off. But anyway, I've got an urgent by the sound of it. One of your...
Thank you, Obeleth.
Don't mean...
What tidings of... Trouble in camp, well...
So what? Mid got us to...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, just like when... Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count. Just be sure to give Sid and the...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be... She's got some things to take care of.
I hope she's Sid. I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, man.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklab markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
crack the crystal too?
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. Blackthorn.
Not really.
This won't. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on, and you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing a thought?
That bastard's still. You got a keen eye out. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling.
No. They're not troubling me.
And if you knew we could arm the curse breakers with...
That's...
I'll see what I can... Sharper swords are always... when we can't have our master...
You're a soft... I can't say I'm not...
Thank you. Let's see what Karen... I got your note. You think something's...
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much. I didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind. You've not been working him too hard.
No harder than you. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seem...
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it...
I suppose things have been different. Perhaps Hippocrates...
Instead of everything, you may.
You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after...
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how...
Little wondrous. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight, which made it nice.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who make... Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me. Fine. If he's Lord Ignac's the man you want, Dalmekian bloke, and he's got more money than sense, which is, reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dallas.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate... Lawsman.
He isn't it?
I don't think so. But she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have...
I rather think she might. All canids are instinctively inclined, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, if we assume that his new... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is a... Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals. As to where one might find a suitable substitute... Some antelopes...
I don't recall ever seeing...
And little wonder. The oldest and largest... The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida.
Even so.
Good hunting.
Hugo Kupka's dead.
Told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm...
Shh, Otto. A little. Listen. And it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help
Bit late.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well...
Do we have that much to hand?
No, we don't. And not after the king's ransom we had off him. He deserves better. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand up.
All right. But that... Is there anything...
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece. The little something, Sid Knight. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
I'm sure they will.
But you know how it is with this place.
I know. Which is why I don't mind.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose.
Don't worry.
Really?
No. How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
There's talk at the glass.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion's perfumeries yet, then?
Milady.
Gift? Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to settle the hideaways and to...
Oh, I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes, and blamed himself. I don't know how it happened. Whether
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, an ill habit, given the... Give my regards to Otto, and tell him I do so miss his visits. Clive!
I wasn't but it seems we still owe you and though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star ruby is worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out, I charged anyway. Why are you the one bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it?
Something like that. Right.
Same as all back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm, Sid may have been the face of the hideaway. And when Sid passed away, we were...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. I reckon what he saw in... And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Suppose now I have to find someone who can actually afford a star ruby.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
mistakes. Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. Hungry, Torgal?
This one.
Now, will it be enough? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy. Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal. have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Waken winds! Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
coat. So Lady Karen...
Ah, but she was just too stubborn. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me...
Karen refused...
I hope it wasn't Sam.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Lady Carrot, Goad tells me that you prefer the debt...
What debt? I don't recall lending any. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer, it might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guy. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stone. Thanks to this, I sometimes wonder what I'd pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him. How long did you know?
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. That was... The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day. And there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me. Him who swore. And he was true to his word, too. Threw away everything he had. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Seen enough? When it comes to boyish charm,
I think Mid might need some help.
All right, there's. How's that?
I have it.
That's the stuff. And you're a jet. Right then. The Telemon Malembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning...
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep...
What?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the... Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your...
Well...
That's the spirit! Well...
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No, for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavours. And I'm telling you...
Wish I could take one of our birds.
I went up to give some grease to the chocolate.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off some. So, Molly's left. That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, now we know what you're after. I can...
Speaking of which, I brought one...
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Torgal.
I was just on my way to...
Ah, Clive. Were you able to look?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You put...
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that reminds you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature.
What do you suggest?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance, if one can but speculate.
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Carrot's collector.
The Sendrate's fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal...
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
My reputation will be ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be...
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult...
Radim! Get rid of them!
Very good. Would you mind...
I'm sorry if I've caused you...
That? Oh, no. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thief...
I don't suppose a certain blade, a single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool...
I don't suppose you saw with the thief...
I did not, no. Those every ill-gotten coin in Dallum.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence.
That will be very...
Farewell.
Run like the wind.
company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off. Get him.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What should I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience.
A few moments of your time
You're a peculiar...
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could...
Oh, Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is why, when it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly... Take this, the very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than... and a far...
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition. I am one step ahead of it.
Are there many other
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, master. Coming, my lord.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, Let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?